Hello, hello, hello. Now, for me, it's been a while. Maybe not as long for you, but nonetheless, pardon me. We are here to look at, guess what? Yes, the R246 Concept XBR. It has been back, I don't know, at this time it's been back for more than a few days, and I've been wanting to get to it, and I hadn't got to it yet, but that's just due to work and other craziness. But R246 had said, hey, did you see that? And take a look at it. And I'm like, yep, it's on my list. I want to do it anyway. So I thought we would go ahead and look at this. Now we want to look at, this is actually by R246, okay? And they make that pretty plain at the top there. They are Ragnarok 246, the original author of the presets and the concept, and they give their Nexus ID. This is a mod that enhances character generation with new shapes for eyes, nose, and mouth. It's primarily intended for Nord females, but there are some Breton, Imperial, and Redguard presets, which are great. All of those are very good. From my memory, it's not been that long since I was using those mods. Nord girls get new eye, nose, and mouth shapes. Some ugly vanilla shapes have been removed, and that's kind of nice. And other race-specific eye shapes, elves, have been added as well. Interesting idea. I guess I had forgotten that. Anyway, new hair colors, eyeshadow, and lipstick tints, 10 presets. Now those are all the concept, the Nord concept presets. They also, for the Breton, the Imperial, and the Redguard, you get the presets from R246's female presets. And it's a more limited number of presets, but it's fine. They're all good. I used to use I think it was the Breton one I used the most, so that's pretty standard for me. Now here's the idea. The player now starts as a female Nord, and it should work fine with alternate start, which is good because that's what I'm going to be using. The jaw forward slider now controls the nose width. Something to think about, okay? And the eye depth slider now controls eye tilt. Now both of these are fine with me. I never mess with eye depth anyway. If I did, I would just make a monstrosity of a character, probably. And jaw forward, I'm trying to think if I ever used that. I don't remember ever using it. I could have, I suppose, but I don't remember using that. I usually try, like, if you look at Hope, one of the vanilla characters I have made recently, I try to stay within certain confines. I find if I just select the different pieces I like and maybe tweak them just a little, I'm fine. If I go and do crazy stuff, I end up with some monstrosity that looks horrible. Anyway, what this does not include meshes and textures. You'll need your own body and skin mods, which I kept those on. Now this is new. I recommend placing this mod, R246 Concept XBR, near the bottom of your load order. Mods that add presets and or edit the Nord race will likely stop this from functioning correctly. That makes perfect sense. Mods that add hair color, no wait, let me read that correctly. Mods that add hair color, makeup tints, skin tones generally do so by editing races, so these will break Concept XBR in some way. So I don't have any of those things. And then there's the magically comment, which is true, and I'm not gonna go any further into that other than that. Yeah, I understand. So let's see. The next update will likely be a quick fix to the eyes of the remaining vanilla people presets. Yeah, that's one thing. The vanilla presets that aren't directly purposefully changed look pretty bad. Yeah, so they always look kind of scary to me. And at one point in the past, I guess I had forgotten what the vanilla presets really look like, and I thought those were the real vanilla presets because I had just spent so much time using the R246 mods. I had forgotten what the real vanilla presets look like. at that time, you know. Alright, so let's see if there are changes. Okay, so if there's some slight changes or additions, that would be cool. They would at least consider them, so that's nice. I can't think of anything right now. But let's get into this and look at this. Let's go. One thing I want to do for fun is, you know, I have that one vanilla character that I've been using a lot lately, Hope. I want to load up Hope with this mod here. Oh, I didn't show you. Hold on a second. I'll show you. I put the mod way down at the bottom, and I turned off a bunch of other mods because I had found using the vanilla presets that the faces tended to be blocky. So I did use a light version, and this is the light version that doesn't contain anything it's not supposed to contain, as far as I know, of the Definitive Beauty Pack, which is similar to like using adorable females. It was just to get the faces to be less blocky. But I also turned off the preset, the Green Girl preset, to be safe. I didn't want it to mess that up, and I turned off the natural eyes. Okay, and I've done a couple of resets because I messed up the first time. So anyway, that's my own problem. That's a personal problem, as I say. So here I put it down at the bottom. I do have, these are things that I was going to do some shows on for fun. I'm trying to get to these before Christmas, you know. Here we are, less than a week away. I will try to do them and get them posted out before Christmas. That's the best I can do. Anyway, so the R246 Concept XBR, I have it at the bottom because if you're going to tell me to put it pretty low, I'm just like, well, let's just test it with it at the bottom then. Again, I don't think I'm using anything that will interfere, but you know, in the past I have thought that and found out I was wrong because I didn't know everything that was going on. Anyway, so this body, I'm using these textures still because these are still my favorite textures. I think somebody may have mentioned something else I should try. Nonetheless, I haven't got there yet, so I'm still using my textures. The guys' textures don't matter. Hey, maybe that's something R246 could do, is create some cool looking guy presets. Okay, that's probably too much because then you probably have to sit and tweak and mess with the character creator forever. Just a thought though, if you ever feel like it. I understand if you don't. Really, everybody plays girls anyway, don't they? That seems that way. Alright, so that is not an insult or anything, it's just a fact. So alright, so let's load up Hope. I hope she's still in the cheat room. Yay, she's still in the cheat room. Yeah, it doesn't matter. She doesn't need all that anyway. I really want to see how this preset affects her, since she was made from a vanilla face. I think, did I make her a Breton, or is she an Imperial or a Nord? I don't remember. So this will be fun. I like fun experiments. Maybe it's a stupid experiment, I don't know, but I like it anyway. So let's see what she is, out of curiosity. She is a Nord, so Hope is a Nord. Oh, she is not going to look good. Do you see that face? I can already tell. Let's take that helmet off. This will be hilarious, because she's probably not one of the presets that... Wait, no, she should be one of the good presets though, shouldn't she? A Nord should be all of the presets. Oh, so maybe that face is not the way I think it is. Hold on a minute. Let's take that helmet off. This will still be fun. Regardless, it doesn't matter. It'll be fun. And we'll do a new game. I was just doing this out of curiosity. And this could tell you whether or not you should start a new game, because sometimes when we do these things, we definitely need a new game. Oh, you know what? She may have an eye problem. Hold on, but it may not have anything to do with this mod. Oh, she's got the weird... Hold on a second. I have had this occur before, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Let's see. Let's take her back wherever she was. I think she's still hanging out in Bree's home, really. But wherever she is doesn't matter. Okay, so she is. She's still hanging out in her Bree's home. Did that give her eyes back? This could be a case where we just need to start a new character. No, her eyes still look awful. Well, that's okay. Let's just give that a minute here. Let's take her back. Maybe we need to go start somebody new. You know, Sometimes you need to. It depends on the changes that were done here, and I'm not a modder, so I can't claim to know. Yeah, that doesn't look right, does it? I could turn natural eyes on and see what happens, but why don't we go try to create somebody new first? We'll just leave her here. I need to test everything. Anyway, we want to see if we pop up as a girl or how it works out. If I find that I'm just having too many issues, what I can do is I can go in and I can just turn nearly everything off and I can restart this. That'll be fine. Won't bother me. Oh, now see, we started as a Nord girl. So there we go. I'm being quiet because I am looking at the eyes. Let's try some of the different presets. Does something about the eyes look off? Like there's a little bit of something at the bottom of the eyes. Almost as if they would have been crying or something, but I don't know that. I'm just saying. Or like maybe they're off in their position a little bit. Don't know how that would be. Now I did leave the good hair on, in case you're wondering. Let's see, let's not mess with that right now. Let's look at the face and do the different preset. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Go ahead and change it. Since I'm flipping around anyway. They have the makeup. It's something like... You know what? I'm going to hop out. I'm going to turn most everything off, and I'm going to come back to this, so bear with me. I'll keep all this together in case any of this is useful for R246, but so I'll have all this together in one video, but yeah, I'll be back in a minute. We're going to try something else. Okay, so I'm back, and hopefully the jump will not be too vicious on you. Alright, let's look here. I just want to show you what I did. I turned anything that I didn't feel I really needed for this testing off. I might need the cheat room, so I left that on. Anything else, I just turned it all off. Now, and again, I want you to understand, now this is just that light version. This is not the version that had any presets packed in or anything like that. And I was only using that to get the faces. I could have used adorable females, but I thought that was just a little bit better. Either way, I just wanted to get rid of the blocky faces. Alright, which, you know, because I was using the vanilla presets. So anyway, so we have here just my textures I'm using. We're using alternate start. I always leave this on. It doesn't matter if I really need it or not. I leave it on. I turned this other stuff off. I don't need it. I left this on. Who cares? It doesn't really matter. Let's see. I left that on so they wouldn't do... Did I leave TB? Did I leave that on though? Oh, I don't need that. I didn't use this. Oh, good. I don't think we need the color patches in this case either, so we're going to turn those off. I had turned all that other stuff off. So everything else is turned off except for R246, and what I felt like I really needed just for this testing. I turned the hairs off, everything. I did leave the cheat room available in alternate start, of course, and the USSCP in case that had anything that is helpful. So just want you to know the state of the game and what we're testing. So we're really going to try to focus in on the yeah, I did turn a couple more things off, so it's going to do that. So I want us to really be able to focus on the character creation part and really see what we're getting. So I'm just going to do a new, and we're just going to try again. One thing I noticed and failed to mention, but I didn't notice it till after I'd stopped the recording a few minutes ago, was that it looked like these presets, or at least there was at least one name, and it wasn't Prisoner, it had an actual name. Like, wasn't Vigoro, was it? I don't think it wasn't Figaro, it might have been Vigaro or something, I don't know. Nonetheless, what I'm trying to do is see if I'm seeing everything correctly or if there is an actual issue. The face looks fine. It's something with the eyes that looks off. And I'm not always the best person. But see, you notice we came up female, and the bar is flipped to female. Look, if I take it back to male, what happens? Oh, it goes back to him. So there he is, in all his scruffiness. And if I go back to here, it's her. So it is defaulting to female, which is great. This is a vanilla body. I'm not using anything special right now. You noticed I turned that off. Let's do the presets again. Yeah, it's okay. Just change them. The faces look really good again, but I will tell you, there's just something a little bit off about the eyes. It's hard for me to describe, but like right there, she has like all of them have that little, it's like there's an odd border around the eyes. Are their eyes too deep? Oh, is that the problem? Hold on a second. Am I missing something? Oh, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Maybe we're supposed to mess with that. Well, that's eye depth, though. That now affects tilt instead of depth, though. Oh. But it's like the eyes aren't in the right position exactly. Now, when I turn them this way, they look okay, but there's some sort of weird line. I wish I had a better way of describing that. Now on her, she has a similar line right above her eye, like there's something between her eye. Well, maybe there's supposed to be. I don't know. Like there's something between her eye and her eyelashes. And then underneath at the bottom of the eye, I hope this shows, there's some sort of discoloration too at the bottom of the eye. It's almost like the eyeball, maybe the eyeball is just slightly too high. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it just needs, I don't know. You know, I'm not a modder, so I don't know. Let's try something else. Hold on. I'm not going to mess with eye depth, because that actually messes with eye tilt, and I don't want that. What if we try different eye shapes? Are we going to wreck everything? Actually, if you do a more open eye, you can kind of see a gap underneath the bottom of the eyes. Yeah, okay, so maybe the eyes are just a little too, maybe they're just not quite in the right place. They're close. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a modder, so I don't know possibly the right terms, but it's like the eyeballs are kind of off center. Not quite the way they should be. Yeah. As we go through these, that's Elven Eyes, right? Okay. There's something, those are Elven Eyes though. Shouldn't they look that way? Maybe they should. Let's get rid of the eyeshadow. Yeah, get rid of all the makeup for a minute. They look wild, but again, not the same. They may still be a little off of where they should be, but they don't have the same problem the others do. And those, I don't know what's up with that. I think the eye is just in the wrong place. I think the eye is a little too high. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it's a little off place, out of place, and that's making everything off a little bit. But some of these look okay. Maybe that's because it's the Elven Eye. Or at least they look better than the others. Maybe saying they look okay is wrong. Other people may notice something I'm not. I don't usually use Elven Eyes on a human girl. That is an interesting idea, though. Not opposed. Then you could produce, you know how some people would like the, you know that movie, what was it, Alita Battle Angel, where her eyes were just a little too big? And it was kind of an anime type of an effect, I know, and that's fine. They did it on purpose. But, I mean, maybe you could recreate that in your game with something like this. I'm not really into that so much, but I'm not totally opposed to some of it if you wanted to play like your girl was maybe half-elf or something. Now those, let's see, what shape is that? That's right around the S and the H. That looks almost right. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm just saying, I'm trying to find something. Okay, that looks pretty good, actually. And that does not. I think the eyes are out of place. I don't know how else to say it. Whoa. I don't know what that is. This is the drugged out mama right here. I mean, she's got double eyebrows or something. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think the eyeball is just out of place a little bit. Okay. It's funny though. I mean, it creates some funny things. You could have some fun. You could make some alien girls here, man. Let's see. So yeah, I think the eyeballs are out of place. Now I've got it down at the bottom. I don't have my natural. I'm not using an eye replacer. I wonder if I turned my eye replacer on, would that help or make it worse? I'd be worried I would make it worse. That one is almost good again. Oh. Okay, what happened? Her eyes just like snapped into... Okay, see now on this eye shape, her eyes appear to be snapped right into place. That looks correct. Now you may notice some minor difference that I don't, but to me, that looks correct. That does not look correct. Okay, but here her eye looks like it snapped right back into place where it should be. That looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Okay, so... Oh, and there's that name, Virago. So you gave him a name. That's cool. I don't know if that's like random or just... It's better than Prisoner, I suppose. We're all used to seeing Prisoner. Okay, so... Not the far left one, but one in. That one looks like the eyes are in the right position. All the other eye shapes look wrong. Like the eye is not in the right position for the eye shapes. Well, I admit that on some of these, when you get into what appears to be the Elven Eyes, I might be wrong. Oh well, I'm going to have to go. I'll be back. Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to pause for a moment. So we're looking here. Yes, my controller batteries are low. That's fine. Anyway. These eye shapes, it seems like when you get to the Elven ones, like that next to the last one on the left, and then this one this one seems okay. It seems better anyway. Maybe it's not perfect, but it's better. And then, see these big Elven eyes, for some reason, I think they work better too. Are they exactly right? I don't know. I'm not that good at this. I don't usually look this closely for this long. But anyway, they seem better than the other eyes. But when I get to the human eyes, or at least most of the human eyes, even these elven eyes might be a tiny bit off, but they seem, I don't know, they seem pretty good. I think these are okay. See, these seem to be alright. The eyeball seems to be in the right place. And these are interesting eye shapes. I like the idea of doing something different. But when we hit the human eyes, and I believe these are supposed to be the human eyes, the human eye shapes, I think for these, the eyeball is out of place. See, like the eyeball is sunk into the head underneath the eyelid. Or almost in the socket, almost underneath the socket. Now some look a little better than others. Like that one looks a little better, but the eye still looks out of place. Like it's too high and too much behind the top of the socket. Yeah, I think that's the way these look. Now we're going to look at some of the other. Now it snapped in. Now this final one, is this the final one? Yeah. That one looks okay. Do you see that? The eyes look fine for this last one. Not this one. They look a little janky there. But here, boom. Okay, so the eyes are a little high. Do you see this? Can we raise that? Hold on a minute. That's eye height. Oh, I guess we don't have a way to lift the... We can't lift... Can we lift the brow? That's a funny way of saying that. That's forward. Not really. I guess we can't lift the eye socket. Wait, here's eye depth, though. Oh, that does not do what I thought. Oh, that's because it's eye tilt. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should leave these things alone. That's why I do not mess with certain things. I end up creating monstrosities. Anyway, eye height? Oh, wait. Can we adjust the eye? That doesn't really help, does it? What if we adjust the eye down with that? No. Again, a monstrosity. Yeah, again. Okay, tell you what, let's do. Now, this is the Nords, right? Okay, so... Yeah, it's okay. You can lose those changes for me. So these are the Nords. Now, I will say, I'm going to go... Let's see. Who? Oh, okay. Well, I kind of like her. Okay, let's go over here. It's just the eyes, okay? So if you mess with the eye shape, like see how I went one over and came back? It pops in. So this last eye shape is good. These are bad. Then when you get the elven ones, it looks like they're good. It looks like the elven eye shapes are pretty good. Has she got makeup on? She does have makeup on. We're going to leave that makeup for the moment. Okay, so the elven eye shapes seem pretty good. Oh, is that one okay? That looks like a human eye shape. That one looks... I think that one looks okay. Oh, and then we get into the wreck. Then you have this wreck. Now you're going to snap back and you're going to get a good one out here at the end. Oh, see? That's a good one. Then you're going to get a wreck. But there's a good one. So there are some good ones here and there's some that are not good. But that means it would still be usable and workable temporarily while we're trying to figure, not while we, but hopefully while R246 would have a chance to fix this. I'm not sure what this is about. These eye shapes, the eye is not in the right position. It's like the eye is tucked too far back. But on some of these, the eye is just right. Now let's move away from the Nord for just a moment. I don't want to... stay so. Let's look at the red guard for a moment. Alright, see, now she has the same eye problem. Let's see if all of them do. Yeah, all of them have a little bit. Their eyes just a little bit off. Oh well, let's not look at the ones that aren't the right presets. Let's look at, say, I don't know. I kind of always like this girl. I don't like the scars, but nonetheless, it's beside the point. That's just me. You can do what you want. So I'm gonna move. I'm on the far right on the eye shape. Now I'm gonna move over one to the left, and then I'm going to come back to the right. Okay, that's no better. I'm going to come back to the right. Oh, that only worked on the Nord. Oh. Oh, these girls don't get the elven shapes. Oh, okay, so only the eye, not the far left, but one end, only that eye is good for the red guard. All the others, you can see all the others, the eye is not right. It is not placed right. It is sunk in. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm not sure how this works in modding, so I can't really tell anybody what's wrong other than what you see on the screen. These eyeballs are all wrong. Now, let's see. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Let's go back. Let's go back to the very first girl. Just in case, let's see if there's any difference. There probably isn't, no. But I thought we should at least check. Okay, so it's still just this one. This one's good. Those are nice eyes, actually. Are these eye colors a part of the R246, or are these just regular eye colors? They look better than regular. Nice. Nice. But that's without any of my eye colors turned on. Maybe I'll just go back to using these. These seem pretty good. Depends on what you like. So did we have, let me go back over this way. Was there a purple or something close to that? That looks, what color is that? It looks purplish, doesn't it? I'm not sure. Well, it doesn't really matter. The main thing is the eyeballs are not in the right place still. So, anyway, I had seen some comments about this, and I'd hoped they were just doing something wrong. But it appears that there is something incorrect here. Now, I may go turn on my iMod and see if it helps, but I can't imagine it would really help, but it might. I kind of doubt it, though, because this has to do... Don't you think this probably has to do more with the shape of the head and everything? Stuff that I don't really know that much about is what I'm getting at. So let's move on. I think... Well, you know what would be interesting? I don't really play with the orcs much. Let's go look at... Now, like this wood elf, she should not have any... There should be no effect on her, right? But see, that looks wrong. That looks like her eyes sunk into her head. But most of her others look normal. Okay. So... let's check the other races. I don't know if this will be helpful or not, but it might be helpful to see. Let's try the... Oh, I did the red. The orc eyes look largely messed up, except... like that one looks good. Again, the next... what is it? If you're coming from left to right, it's the second one seems okay. And then the ones that are more elven seem okay. Do you see that? And then the others go back to being what I call the monstrosities. They don't look right. But the elven eyes, they look okay. So it seems like the elven eyes are good and the others are not. if that is of any value. We did Nord. I don't imagine Khajiits would be different. Let's look at the eyes and see. I don't play Khajiits, so no, I don't see any difference with the Khajiits. Very well. Let's move on. Alright, so here is one of the Imperials, and she's usually a pretty good... Oh, let's go to the... Oh my goodness, I did it all wrong. Alright, hold on a second. Let's go to the eyes. Okay. Okay, that one's good, of course. The second one from the left is always good. And it's not a bad eye shape anyway. But these others all look wrong. Yeah, okay, so just that one is right. Just this one. On all the others, it really looks like the eye is too far inside the head. It's not positioning correctly. Now, I'm not going to be able to tell you why that is. As I've said, I don't mean to be a broken record. It's just I don't have any way to tell you. It looks like they're all going to be this way. Yep. So, and I got a little bit of a blocky chin, but I turned off all my stuff, so she's got a little bit of a blocked chin. Not too bad though. It's not really, it's my game. It's not anything the modder has done. You'll just notice she might not be quite as good without some of the other stuff. But that's just on the chin. Everything else looks great. Except for the weird eyes. Alright, so anyway, let's look at some more. That's the Imperials. Now let's see if the High Elf has any effect on her. So far I would say no. No. Elf eyes appear to be okay. Alright, so elf eyes are okay. Or at least the high elf eyes are okay. Let's put it that way. How about the dark elf? The dark elf looks messed up. Okay, but I moved away and came back and it seemed to fix it. Okay, so... Oh no, some of these are definitely messed up. Look at that. You don't get any eye. It's like they're totally gone. That's the dark elf has this problem. Alright, so the dark elf has eye problems. Let's take a look at the Breton. My favorites, right? Usually, anyway. Okay, she has horrible eyes. Probably going to be all the way but that one. Yep. Just this one. This one's good. The rest of them are pretty horrible. I've used different ones of these at different times. Let's see here. Nope. Probably going to be the same. Yep, just that one eye is correct. The second one from the left. Or, yeah, the second one from the left. If you start on the left end here, it's just one over. I'm counting the first one as number 1, which is this one. So this would be number 2. I realize some people would say this is position 0 and this is 1, but I'm just counting the number of eyes. So I count that as 1, and then this is 2. And 2 is the problem. I mean, 2 is the good one. 2 is the only good one. All the rest of them are a problem. Yeah. Okay. So What causes that? That just seems so weird. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at my mods again when we're done here. Try to see if there's anything I'm doing or that I have, but I think I turned everything off. I know I did a reset. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's not hurting. The beast eyes are fine. The orc, everybody else's eyes appear to be at least a little bit messed up. Let's humor me for a minute. Let's go back down here. Let's try a guy. Is his eyes messed up? I'm not sure. Maybe that's the way his eyes are supposed to look. Alright, well, I didn't see a big deal there, so maybe for the guys it's okay. I was just curious to see if it would affect the guys, but I guess it does not. Though I think his last eye shape changed on us. I think it was something else when I came into the screen. Okay, so I don't think this really affects the male eyes at all, because I don't think R246 was trying to do anything with the males, so I think they are still the same as they would be. We know the Khajiit eyes were not affected. Let's just look at this dude's eyes real fast. They seem okay. Okay. Okay, so sorry, I shouldn't let the arrow go so dead, I guess, but I'm not really seeing anything here on the guys. I am going to finish checking just since we're here. These guys look so sad. I don't know. His eyes just look. Their eyes Their eyes just look unhealthy. I don't know how else to say it. Anyway, alright, Percy. Let's see, dude. What your eyes look like? Alright. Oh, the name stays Virago no matter who it is. Huh. I should look up Virago and see if that has some special meaning that I'm not getting. I apologize if I'm missing the point. Argonian. Yeah, their eyes weren't messed with. So, okay, so for the guys, their eyes are fine. And it seems like it is just the girls who have the messed up eyeballs. Which is totally too bad. Okay, because everything else looks great. Let's head down to Nord again. I'm going to drive these things crazy. Okay, now the Nord one, you do get more usable eyes because you get this set of eyes, which are good. Those are really good eyes anyway. I think I used to like those eyes. Anyway, and then you get the Elven Eyes over here, which I think that might be new. It could be that it's the Elven Eyes that are throwing everything off. I don't remember, were the Elven Eyes included in the original concept? Somebody will have to tell me because I don't remember. Nonetheless, you notice this doesn't look elven, but that looks like a good set of eyes. That looks correct. Then you get into the Elven Eyes. Those look fine. I think these are fine. I think those are fine. I mean, they're just a different shape, but I think the eyes look fine. Pardon me. I think you're in good shape until you hit the human eyes again. The minute you get back to the human eyes, you have trouble. And then the last set of eyes is good over here on the right. So I really think it has something to do with the Elven Eyes and the human eyes conflicting, but I don't know what. That would be something to try. I don't have the old concept. Well, because I always come into issues at some point, and I always have to blow away my reserve space. I can't keep it around forever because I bring so many mods in and out. It just, I'm getting to that point again where I'm going to have to do that. So, you know, it's just, it's like, this is my life, right? So it's just the way it is. Let's go, okay, I wanted to stay with the Nord. Let's do a different, yeah. Let's do a different preset. Yeah, let's go with her for a minute. Okay. So see, when her eyes are in play... Oh, sorry, my controller's dead. Give me a second. I'm going to grab some batteries, so let me... I'll be right back. I'll stop this for now. Alright, so, sorry for that interruption. Her head has... Oh, there we go. Come back here. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, like I said, sorry for that interruption. This is my interruption day, obviously. I was wanting to get a look to see how she would look with the other eyes. Now see, those are not Elven Eyes, but they're still pretty good, or at least I don't think they're Elven. These are Elven. And I kind of, in a weird way, I'm not really an anime fan, but in a weird way, I kind of like that look. It's kind of crazy looking. That could be useful. That could be fun. Anyway. But all these seem to work. And then when you hit the human eyes again, it goes wrong, horribly wrong. And then down here at the end, okay. Alright, so we've seen this over and over, right? So let me quit torturing you with this. Let's do something fun. Let's take, I'm going to call her Virago. You may have been it as Virago. Either way, it's fine. We're just going to ride that name out, okay? So I'm going to give her the wild eyes, which I for some reason, I think it's funny. Maybe it reminds me of a cat somehow. I don't know. We're going to ride this out. Let's see, what else? Is she good other than that? You know what? She'll be fine. She'll be fine just the way she is. That's fine. I like the blue makeup and stuff, so that's cool. We're just going to ride this out. Let's, yeah, let's just take her as she is. That's fine. Yes, I know. I have no active quests. I don't even know if anything much will load. Let me turn her to the thing here. Okay, so she looks fine. Yeah, she looks fine. That's what I would expect her to look like. That's cool. So, let's do a save for her. Because I want to be able to come back to her.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin. Which property do you own?
Let's take her to Breeze Home because it's so much easier from there for me to do everything.
Even a modest existence is something to admire.
If I was really going to play, I would probably do a random start, but in this case, let's just get her out of here. So, what I'm thinking is... Oh, good, she's in Breeze Home. Okay, so what I was thinking was that she could... Dun, Let's see, what do we like? I think with her hair, that's a better color for her. Does it matter that much? No, but nonetheless. So what I was thinking was we could... No, not all. Oh my goodness, I really don't know what I'm doing sometimes, do I? It's so sad. I thought we could go to the cheat room, is what I'm trying to say. We can save her there where we can come back and mess with her, and we can go mess with the mod for a minute and see if it makes any difference and see if there's anything different we could do. Let me show you how our mods are again in case it has slipped your mind. It has slipped mine because of all the interruptions, and more time has elapsed than you might realize. So there were some interruptions, and some of it lasted a while. So let me see where our mods are. I'm pretty sure I have everything turned off that was anything non-essential. Now maybe I should turn off USSEP. Does any of this require that? I had the cheat room on. I left my textures on. Now I could turn my textures off, but in the past I saw that really wasn't the best idea. I don't think this has... I've never known this to affect your character, and I don't think the skeleton does either. Though I could turn the skeleton off in this case. Okay, and nothing else is active other than the concept XBR. Let me look at this description again. New eye, nose, and mouth shapes. That's great. Some ugly vanilla. I appreciate removing the ugly vanilla shapes. Right, and some elven eye shapes have been added. Okay, that's cool. I think that might be the issue though, but I'm not sure. I'm just saying that's the one thing that seems off is the eyes, and it could be because of those elven eye shapes, but I'm just guessing. Okay. The R246, because I don't really see the kit that you mess with or how you do this. So the presets, okay, so these are just the presets, right? And they didn't change. Those presets still appear to be there as they were, as near as I could tell, except for the eyes are off. Yes, I can't mess with the eye depth because it controlled eye tilt. We saw my mess that I made of that. Near the bottom of the load order, I turned everything else off anyway. So tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to save her here in the cheat room. And I am going to hop out. Let me think about this for a minute. If I hop out, go ahead and turn off everything else and use the character creator over here. We should be able to tell if this is really just from the mod for sure as I can be. I mean, I think at this point I can even turn off alternate start. So I think I can turn off everything but the cheat room and the concept mod. I will look and see. I don't think I have to leave anything else on. So I'm going to hop off here and do that and probably get some coffee so I can take some more time to look at this, because I don't mind doing this. I really want to try to understand as best I can what's happening. Of course, the modder themselves they're gonna know way better than me, but still, I want to try to make sure that I don't have something else interfering. So, all right. So, like I said, this is not the end. You're gonna see a jump, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back again. I know I just created my own interruption kinda, but I really wanted to do a reset, and I've turned everything off now that I could possibly turn off. I turned off USSEP, all this stuff was already turned off. Let's see, I left on the cheat room because she's in the cheat room, so I didn't want to mess that up. Plus, I can't do anything without the cheat room. And then I turned everything, I even turned my textures off. I said, okay, turn them off. I turned off this stuff because I don't need it. I'm not using anything that requires it. Of course, I have this turned off. It's also, I mean, that was not on, but just, you know, just to make sure. And then I have this. This is on, and that's it. Cheat room and that. So now she's gonna look different without my textures. Okay, I remember this for before when I tested, but that's okay. Virago, I think that was her name, Virago. Anyway, she's going to look different without the textures, but that's okay. Now it's going to come up and it's going to fuss. Even though I've done a reset, I didn't reload, so it's going to fuss and say, yeah, all these are missing, and I'm going to say, yes, I don't care. So let's just load in. She didn't have that many mods turned on to begin with. We could even go to another new person. Maybe that's what I should do. Pardon me, I'm having some coffee. Alright, so this is what she looks like without my textures. Let's go here. Let's go ahead and do the race menu in case I want to change her race. Alright, now this, admittedly, this is without any of the good stuff, alright? Everything is pretty low. Alright, so let's just take a look. I still think, from what I'm seeing, this is the Nord, right? This is the Nord, yes. I still think from what I'm seeing that their eyes are messed up. But we're going to go through and look at her much closer. Let's go back to the girl I was using. Okay. Now let's roll all the way to the end. Now the second one here to the right, that one looks correct. Her eyes load in the right place. When we get over to the Elven eye shapes, she should. There's a good one. It looks human though. It doesn't look elven. But then the elven ones, they look okay. You know what? We are going to pop out and make somebody new. Yeah, because she's doing exactly the same. Yeah, see, the last one pops in, and those eyes are correct. Okay, so as a test, I think as a test, this is fine. We're really done with this. I don't think we're going to see anything different here. Okay, that's no offense intended. It's just I don't think we're going to make any changes here. Whoa, what is wrong? Did her eyes go back in her head? Let's take a look. Yes, her eyes did go back in her head. This is horrible. Don't worry, I'll take a picture of somebody that looks much better than this. She looks like she has severe problems. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm getting tickled because it's kind of funny. Alright, let's go make somebody new with just the mods we have active. And do a new save. Just in case. Just in case, so we can see. With the reset and everything I've already done, this should really prove that the eye problem is in the concept XBR mod. Okay, that's all I'm trying to, you know, since that's the only problem I see, everything else looks fine. I didn't look at the hair colors. You know what? This time let's stop. Let's like fix her eyes for a minute and let's like look at the hair colors and stuff, because I know that there are. Oh no, I turned off alternate start. I am so sorry. Let's get out of this. I'll tell you what. I'll be back in a minute. Hello again. So I'm back again. Now this time I'm only going to turn on alternate. Let's see if I can speak English. Alternate start. That's all I'm going to turn on is alternate start. So we won't go back through the vanilla thing. So we have R246 on. Let me show you. We don't have any of those on. We have this on. We have alternate start. And we have the cheat room up here somewhere. Cheat room is on. And then nothing else is on. Alright, just to show. And I've already done resets, so this time I just restarted the game. So we're going to let it load. And we're going to do... Oh wait, maybe we should do a reset since I just turned that back on. You know what? It won't hurt anything. I'm going to do that. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so we're loading into a new game now with alternate start on. So we should be okay. Gonna wait for this to load up. Ta-da! Now we still loaded straight to a female. That's great. Let's go in. I want to check something because I think she has some hair colors in here. I think the girls have some hair colors. Yeah, see? R246 put in some different hair colors. Yeah, see? I like having these hair colors. I do. Now, I don't know if there's any skin colors. I don't remember looking to see. Oh, that's an interesting blue. I think I like that blue better. Let's just ride with that. Okay, so, now I don't remember. Let's go back and see. Is there a different skin tone set here than normal? Oh, I think that's pretty normal skin tone, isn't it? Alright. So, I didn't check the Warpaint. I really don't use Warpaint usually. I'll just tell you, just to be fair. Well, but to be really fair, I should check it out even though I don't use it, right? So let's give it some Warpaint color. And there's, is this different than the vanilla? Or is this the same? You know, I don't use it enough to know. So, I'm just showing you the Warpaint colors. I think there's some extra colors here, but I might be wrong. I just don't use it. So it kind of makes me a doofus to try to talk about it, honestly. But you can do some different Warpaints. Let's see, is there any new designs? No, I think all these existed before. Okay. I'm okay with that. Doesn't bother me at all. You can use, I have used like this one I think before as almost kind of a makeup. So I admit I have in rare cases used it, but not a lot. I think I thought about using that but just never did. And I've used this for fun. Nonetheless, I don't usually do scars. I don't think there's any new scars here. The modder didn't mention anything about scars, so. But I know the hair colors. There was different hair colors. Now let's see. They did mention two noses. I thought we should stop and look at more than just the. I was trying to figure out the eye issue, but the eye issue, I think we pretty much. Let's just do this one last test here. So on the far right, these eyes, they fit and they're okay. Okay, and then they're messed up until you get to the Elven Eyes. And then the Elven Eyes look good. Right, they look correct. And then this one right after the Elven Eyes, I think it's human, but that looks fine. And then you get a bunch of messed up ones. Until the next to the last one going to the left. That one's good, see? And that one's actually pretty big eyes. It's not bad. It's like all the bigger eyes are okay and the smaller eyes are not. If that makes any sense and if that helps at all, I hope some of this helps a little bit. You know, that's all I can say because I don't really know anything. So let's see. While we got the big eyes up, let's look and see. Was this? Those are green. Right? Those look kind of green or aqua. That looks kind of purple. I think I'm going to stick with the greenish ones. I do that a lot anyway. So let's go with that. Let's see. That eyeshadow is a nice blue. Do we have... I'm thinking out loud here, so just humor me for a moment. Looking for something in a... something to match that war paint, like kind of a purple. I think this is about as close as I'm going to get. So let's go with that. I know you probably don't care. Sorry. I'm probably overdoing it. I'm overthinking this whole thing, I bet. I don't know. Is that really needed? Eyeliner? I can't tell much difference. It's probably like, can I tell much difference in the eye tint? Oh, the eye tint's at the bottom, so I guess I can tell some difference there. I don't know if I'll use that though. You could do that. I don't know if that's really good or not though. Or does that look like two black eyes? Maybe we should just leave that off. Anyway, so then let's see, are there any other, I don't think there was new lip color, was there? I think this is all the standard ones. Well, I'm not sure. I don't remember the green one being in the vanilla game, so that's why I say I'm not sure. That's a little too bright on the purple. The blue might work though. The blue might work while I'm here goofing off. Alright, so we know we have the hair colors. Now we don't have any different hairs like to look at. All the hairs are basically, I just have the vanilla hairs right now. As you know, I turned off all my other mods. We'll give her that hair. It's not bad. For vanilla hair, it's okay. And I kind of liked this blue. That's a little too dark for the rest of what I was doing. I think this is better. What do I know, right? I'm a guy. Nonetheless, humor me anyway. So let's see some brows. There's no brows. There's these brows. Do we have? I kind of like the curved brows better. I like these two brows the best. Since she has the bigger eyes, we'll do that. Alright, so let's see. We messed with the eye color and stuff. I'm not going to mess with that anymore. Now, there were some different noses to choose from, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you have to do this, but you can definitely try some different noses. If I try a different nose, I try to look and see what it looks like as a profile. So far, most of these noses look okay. You know, they don't look. Some of the vanilla noses are just weird. Now let's see. See, that nose from the side looks pretty good. See that? But head on, the nose looks a little big. I wonder, now the jaw forward is supposed to control that. Oh, it does. Okay, so if we may do this, oh, it gets really big. Look at that. You can have the wide nose if you wish, or you can shrink it down. Okay, so that works. I'm just trying things out, just to see that they work. That's all. Not really trying to be a pain. Oh, it's going to keep that jaw forward setting, isn't it? Because I did that. Let's put it in the middle. If it's going to keep it, let's see what the average nose is going to look like. That nose is a little on the big side, but hey, it's not. I mean, you can mess with it. I mean, you can make it smaller with this, and that might suit you better. Just depends on what you like. You can also, isn't there a nose length? Yeah, you can always shorten it if you wanted to. I'm not going to mess with that right now. Just playing around with the noses. I think I like, is that a nose I like? I think I like that nose okay. Some of this looks different too. Oh, yeah, I don't really like that. Though, it's funny that I don't really like that, but possibly in real life that may slightly resemble my nose. It's just one of those funny things that you notice. I don't remember what nose she had. Do you remember what nose she had? The funny thing is, the presets, the nose they have is usually pretty good. So, but now this nose is okay. It depends. When I have my textures on, it does make a difference too. suppose that is supposed to be a very small nose. So I think, what was the preset on? Was the preset like out here somewhere? Well, no, I don't think it was that one, was it? Maybe it was that one? No. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember how it was. We'd have to change it back. Anyway, so the nose stuff and the jaw forward, you know, all together, that does work. So that's good. We'll try that. Okay. Anyway, I think that looks about right. So, alright, so that's fine. Was there anything else we needed to check? I don't think they did anything. I don't remember them saying anything about dirt and dirt color, so honestly, I don't think anybody uses that, do they? Nothing about being old or anything. Wow, that's a big change. You go right there and it's like, and then you head out here and it's not quite, I don't know what that is. I guess that's different. Nonetheless, I'm sorry. So we noted skin tone, there really wasn't any difference there, so that doesn't matter. Weight's the same, and I'm using the vanilla body, so that's not going to matter. Is there anything I missed? I think we went through everything. Basically, for your hairs and other things, you're going to rely on other mods. Now, what we ought to do, I say this at the risk of causing more trouble, but what we ought to do is go out and turn on my eye mod and maybe turn the textures and stuff back on. No, because then we'd have to do another reset. I've created so many interruptions here, and I'm going to have to tie all this together. But then again, I don't mind. Since we saw the eye problem is what it is, okay? So let's just go beyond that. Let's go beyond that. Let's get the other textures and stuff and the eyes back on, and let's see how they play together with the hair and everything, alright? Because I think we can go back to making somebody really cool. And matter of fact, if I turn all that back on, I think I have Virago. Okay, I guess I'm going to say Virago instead of Virago. Anyway, we already have her in the cheat room, so I don't know that we need a second one. Even though I did more with this one, I suppose. But I'm not even going to save her. I'm just going to move on, and we'll load up to one in the cheat room. We'll go change our mods back on. Let's go do that now, instead of me just talking about it. And then when I do the reset, I'll actually stop recording and do the reset. For me, my time, I'm hoping to get this online, get this edited and put together and online tomorrow. Okay? So, if you see this, hopefully it will be Friday. Now, it could be Saturday, but I'm hoping it will be Friday. Hopefully you will see this on Friday. I have done this on Thursday, so. Let's see. So, I need to turn these back on. I totally forgot what I was doing, so let's ignore all that stuff we don't need, okay? We don't need all of that stuff. We can play with that another time. Leave the cheat room on. I think I'm drinking my coffee too fast. Nonetheless, you know what? Now this is just the light definitive pack. It's kind of like adorable females. I'm going to turn this on just because I think it will help smooth things out, right? Now I'm not going to worry about the guys right now, but I'm going to turn the girl stuff back on for me. Alright. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give them the skeleton and that. That's fine. We'll give them the patch. I'm not going to turn on the aesthetic elves. We'll make that another test. Not right now. Okay, we don't need that. Just leave that off. I don't need that because I'm not going to be messing with anything. Okay, I did turn on TBBP, so I need this to keep her from spinning all the time. Don't need that. We need this. Alright, so I'm trying to get it down to just what we need. So I don't think I overdid it. This will give us a better idea, okay? Alright, so I'm going to hop out. This is going to need to load, and then I got to do a reset. So I will be back in just a few minutes. Hello again. So I'm back. Unfortunately, it is the next day. So what happened in probably just a few seconds for you has been quite some time for me. Nonetheless, I turned on a lot of mods back on so that we could take Vera go. Anyway, we'll just call her Vera. So we can take Vera here and to the cheat room and see what we can do. If you remember, we were looking at all the different options, and we ended up with this girl here. I don't think this is fair because I'm not using all my other mods. Remember, we just had it broke down to just basic vanilla stuff and then the R246 mod. So now what we want to do,
my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
I know. Let's
Which property
just
do
take
you
me to
own?
Breeze home, lady. Come on.
Even a modest existence is something to admire.
So let's just go to Breeze home for a minute, and then we'll be able to pop to the cheat room from there. And we can play around with her a little bit. And but the thing is, I think everything we went through the mod so far, seeing that there is some eye issues with the mod, but also realizing that a lot of the mod is still very good. All the face stuff is still very good. You know, and if you apply your usual, you know, the hair colors are there. The Elven Eyes are there, and they work, so you can play around and have a good time with this mod. It's just some of the eyes right now do not work. So we're gonna put this. I'm gonna put this up as kind of a testing playing mod because it wasn't intended to be a spotlight, as this is obviously something not the same as what it used to be. Notice that it did. Let's see, everything really did work except for the eye issues, and it's mainly just the human eye issues. What was I going to show you? I don't remember now. Let's go here. We'll teleport up to the cheat room, and we'll fix her up with some better stuff. Alright. We'll give her some better hair and stuff, because really we can make her look a lot better now that we've seen what we've seen. Really, the only issue with the mod and everything else is really working fine. Actually, the idea of doing the elf eyes is kind of fun. So what I want to do, though, I don't want to change her too much. I want to sort of clean her up to be the way I normally do. Which means, let's see, we're not going to have the Warpaint because Warpaint's really never my thing. Yeah, I just don't do the Warpaint, so I'm just going to turn that off. Ah, she looks a lot better already. Then, let's see, do I like that nose? I think I played around with her nose a little bit. I think that nose is fine. It seems acceptable to me. Yep. Alright. Actually, I think mainly her hair needs to be changed. Oh, look at that. That looks a lot better. Just giving her a good non-vanilla hairstyle is great. What are we going to choose? So many choices. Dun dun dun. Well, you know what? I think I'll just go with that. That's a good all-around. It's a long hairdo. I know it'll clip with certain things, but I don't care. Mouth shape. Do I want to stick with that mouth? That mouth is not bad. You know, I think I'm going to keep her as is for right now. Do I want to change anything about her eye color? We could give her the weird eyes like that. I wonder if those were intended to mean like you were blind or something. They really just look reflective to me, but let's see. I guess they were intended to be like the blind eyes. Oh, we could give her those eyes. Wow. Well, let's see. Decisions. I know. I'm actually going to go with the crazy eyes. I know that's supposed to be... Isn't that supposed to be the vampire eyes? Anyway, I'm going to go with it. I don't know. Kind of fun. Because I ain't got any sense. So really, we didn't do that much. She was pretty much good to go. You know... I'm trying to remember what we were doing and where we were going with this. I know that we had checked out a lot of the different options, and I had turned off a lot of the mods. But I had purposefully come back in and turned the mods back on so that we would see, you know, because we were done testing and messing around with the eyes and trying to make sure we didn't have a conflict, and we didn't have a conflict. It's really, something is wrong with the eyes in the mod. The human eyes. I don't think there's any debate about that. They look really weird, and I don't think there's anything that any of us players can really do about that. Oh yeah, I'm still back to using natural eyes. Okay, and I had the textures on. So yeah, it looks like. Other than that, if you avoid, I mean, honestly, for right now, until R246 has a chance to fix it, if you just avoid the human eyes, you could have a lot of fun. And there are some human eyes that still work. Let me do. Let's just reflect back on that. Okay. Because you notice, while I mean, for one, the Elven Eyes do work. Okay, it's the human eyes that there are problems with, as you can see. But even all the human eyes are not broken. These are still good at the end here. And then there's another set of human eyes. Yeah, you saw that. These are fine. So it's just most of the human eyes are messed up, and then the Elven Eyes seem to work fine. Now, I still think this might be a set of human eyes right here. Either that or they're very small Elven Eyes. I think, was I using those Elven Eyes, or was I using... Maybe I was using that. I think I prefer those. Alright, we're going to go with that. Anyway, just wanted to recap that. Now, that was the Nord. For the others, it's different. If she was a Breton... the eyes. I think she's a Nord, right? See, I did all this. I was interrupted so much. Yes, Vera is a Nord. So, at the end of the day, mainly we have some human eye problems. Everything else works the way it was supposed to, and you do default as a female when you pop up to create your character in alternate start, which is very convenient for most of us. I mean, even I tend to make more girls than guys, even though I do like to play some guys still. But I feel like the girls somehow make better hosts for the show. I don't know why that is. However you want to think of it, I just do. They look better anyway. Girls always look better to guys. So, all right. Let's see. So I think that's it, really. I just really needed to recap, and I think put an end to our testing, because that's really all this is we're just testing. So from what I'm seeing, the mod works. It's just got a flaw with most of the human eyes. Okay, so if you don't use the human eyes, even if you do the Bretons or someone like that, let me show you real fast. We just saved. Let's pop out. I'll do one more thing since I've got this time and we're trying to make sure I have everything covered. let's go in. I'm probably not going to call this girl Vera, but nonetheless, we're going to go in. I really don't mind that you gave them a name. That's kind of fun. It's better than prisoner. I mean, that's usually what they all come up as prisoner. Alright, so let's go. Let's just say we're going to do a Breton. One of my favorite things, right? I always like doing the Bretons. Let this load here. Okay, there we go. So let's say we do a Breton. Actually, this girl is fine. I like her just fine. I usually make my Bretons very pale. That's like if we do a red guard, I prefer them to look darker. But anyway, besides the point. Let's see. Okay, so... Well, I don't know. Do we want to change the nose? The nose looks alright. Even the mouth is pretty good. What's her cheek color and stuff? No cheek color? Well, she could stand just a tad. Just a touch of cheek color. That's about all I usually do. Eyes. Okay, so here's where I say we do have one set of eyes that will work. Now, all these others are bad. I admit it. They're all bad. But you notice that this one set of eyes is good. And they're pretty nice eyes. They're pretty big. Are they still slightly flawed? I think they're okay. You know, if you said they were still slightly off, I might have to give that to you. But they're very close. If they are slightly off, then okay. I will, like I said, if you say that, I might have to give that to you. It looks like they're still slightly wrong. Huh. I thought they were right. Well, if they're not right, they're very close, and I really, on a normal, everyday basis, I probably wouldn't notice a difference. I would like to give her... Is that the only green eyes we get? Yeah, I think these eyes are still slightly off. They're not as bad as the others, though. Can we fix that at all? Can we make it look better? Well, you can make it look better with a little makeup. If you do a little bit of that and kind of darken all that up, then the eyes look better. Now that does not fix the other eyes. I'll show you real fast. That is not going to fix this. It just isn't. It's not going to fix these problems right here. But if you thought this looked slightly off, it does mask that. And plus, maybe she needed a little bit of that around the eyes. People seem to like that. I'm not always the best at these things, though, I tell you. I'm just going to leave it like that. Alright, so let's move. Those brows, I mean, those, to me, those are definitely a no. I mean, if you like Brooke Shields and the super thick brows, that is your business, but that has never been my thing. Those are okay. What else is good? Those are all way too thick. That's okay. They're okay, but kind of odd. That's good. That's good. No. And no brows on the human does not look right to me. You know, I think to be different, I'm going to go back. Let's see, maybe do these. Yeah, maybe we'll just do these to be different. Just something different than what I normally do. The mouth, I like that mouth shape, so I may just stick with that. I think that's a good shape. Let's see, is there anything? Lip color. I usually like to go with that. I mean, as we know in our game, it's all about us, right? So we're kind of recreating. If you remember an old tune I had, Daisy. We're kind of recreating Daisy, whether we meant to or not. That's what we're doing. Hair color. I don't think. Let's see. If you're not Nord, you don't get the extra colors. Right. Okay. So that's fine. It would. Okay, sure. It would be nice if everybody got all the hair colors. I will just say that. Is it necessary? No. I lived a long time doing my Bretons just like this, and I actually did not mind at all. I think her nose is fine. I'm just not going to mess with it. If I think something looks good, I don't see the point in it. We could mess with it, but then I would feel like I'd messed it up. Now, the funny thing about Bretons, are they the ones that have the pointy ears? Hold on a second. We'll come back to this hairdo. Give me a minute. Don't her ears look kind of pointy? Not totally, not like the elves maybe, but still they look kind of pointy. Anyway, that's just me. Anyway, that is totally has nothing to do with this, does it? So anyway, so we have kind of recreated my old tune that I called Daisy. This is pretty much the way I had her looking. I was using the two R246 mods at the time. The only difference here... Is there a difference? I'm not sure that there is a difference unless it's just in some of the other mods that I'm not using. This pretty much looks like Daisy looked. I may have given her a slightly different hairdo. Did I do... Oh, wait. Oh, maybe I gave her that hairdo. She had something like that. So maybe this is more like what she was. Yeah. I had so many Breton girls, though, and I tended to call them, like, the same things. Like Daisy, or I think Testra was one, and different stuff like that. So anyway, it doesn't matter. This is fine. This is the way I kind of like the Breton girl. Okay, I'm not going to leave her as Vera. We'll just go ahead and call her Daisy. It'll be fine. She may or may not ever be used for anything, but you can still make a good-looking human, even though most of the eyes are messed up. If you use that one eye set and then you do a little makeup, it'll be fine. It's just a temporary measure anyway until the eye situation gets fixed. I don't know what will need to be done to fix that. Only R246 could probably tell us. But at this point, I'm gonna keep... Well, I don't know. Will this mess up Hope? Did we look at Hope? Didn't it mess her up? Let's go back for a minute. If I leave this in place, we're going to save Daisy here. Just hold on, girl. If we leave this in place, I may not be able to use this all the time, I guess is what I'm getting at. Not right now, because it might mess Hope up. Of course, I could fix her. Okay, let's go to Hope here. Yes, it's fine. Don't worry about all that. Watch the game crash. I would deserve it because I'm always torturing the game with all this craziness. Alright, so when we looked at Hope last, we did notice that her eyes were messed up, right? Let's see. Let's just have her put on some clothes and drop some of this craziness, unless I have something else that she could wear. I really don't remember what I had for her to wear. At one point I thought I had her own outfit. But you know, I turned that mod off. I don't have any of those armor mods on. Alright, that's fine. She can wear the miner's boots, and we'll get her some gloves, and she'll be in decent shape. Not great, but decent. I think we have... Wait, don't we have... Oh, I'm sure she has some mage's stuff. I just don't know what. You know, that'll be fine, won't it? Okay. So anyway, Anyway, if we walk her over here and look at her, you'll see that her eyes are messed up. Now, I'm not sure if the rest of her face is really changed or not. And she is, what race is she? She's Nord. So Hope is a Nord. So I don't know what I'm going to get into by doing this. So how will this affect her as I have her right now? Because she's not really an R246 face, you can tell. She's not. And this may have had an inadvertent effect on her nose. Her nose doesn't quite look right in profile. Of course, it may have always been off, because I did try to do this myself. So, eyes, there. We can give her those eyes, or we could give her, those look a little, are those a little derpy? Those might be a little, what R246 calls derpy. They might be a little derpy. I could give her, those are okay, I guess. They still look a little, I could give her the Elven Eyes, but that really wasn't how I had her set up originally. You know, for now, I think we will just pretend that she has Elven Eyes. Might need to fix that nose, though. That nose does not look right to me. Where is the face? Hold on a second. Pardon me. The face, the nose, head on, it looks okay. Well, maybe it's alright. I don't know. I'm undecided. See, face on, I think she looks fine. But her nose looked a little weird in profile, but maybe not. Maybe it's okay. Well, nonetheless, let's just leave Hope alone for now. It just shows that if you try to use this mod right now, and I don't think it matters what race you are, it is going to probably adversely affect your character's appearance. So, as far as testing goes, if you do test with it, just try it out and see what you can do, see if you can get results that you like. And if you can't, then, maybe just hold on to it and wait, give R246 a chance to get it fixed up. Because I really think it's just the eye issue. It's really not anything else. Even with the Elven Eyes, I don't think Hope looks bad. I just think maybe if I did the little makeup thing around her eyes, it would help a little bit. But nonetheless, I had her fixed up about the way I wanted her beforehand anyway. So, alright, so I think that's all the testing. If there's some testing I've forgotten to do, I'm sorry. When we put all this together and get it out there, maybe we can remember that and come back to it. For right now, I want to go ahead and try to get this edited and get this uploaded today. So it'll still be a while, but hoping to do that, since I had originally wanted to do that yesterday and I didn't get to. So just remember that what we're testing here, or what we've been testing, and what all my craziness has been about here, and I really don't know how long this will end up being, because I started and stopped so many times. And I'm just going to join all that together because it shows all our testing, and I'm hoping that will be of some value to the modder. Not to the mudder, but the modder. Ha 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 ha. Such a horrible joke. Anyway, you should be used to it by now. I can't say anything else. We're just looking at the new R246 concept, the XBR, and we're just testing this out. Because they said to put it at the bottom, I have it at the bottom. I don't see any adverse problems with having it at the bottom. I think the only issue is with the human eyes, and I think that doesn't matter what mods you have turned on or don't. It appears to happen regardless. So I don't know if that's something peculiar with the Xbox that causes that. I don't know. I have no way to say. So hopefully R246 can look at this, and maybe this will be of some value. I hope so. Otherwise, all I can say is, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you later. So, I happen to remember one final thing that I wanted to check on, and that was to see if aesthetic elves would work okay with R246's new concept. Now I still have the concept XBR underneath the aesthetic elves. Okay, so since concept doesn't really mess with the elves, I was kind of hoping that would work out. I don't know. I figure why not just check it and see. So if we go down to the wood elves, and give it like 10 minutes, you know, we still get a lot of this delay on the while things load. I don't mind. It's just life. It's just the way it is. That's not intended to be a complaint, sorry. Anyway, so let's see. So let's just look at oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that awful face. That's so funny. It's funny though that not all of these elves are adversely affected. I don't know why she is, unless she had more humanish eyes. But she is really horribly affected. Isn't that terrible? That is just sad. Nonetheless, this girl, and this is one that I use quite a bit for my wood elves. Okay, I think she's fine. I think she'll be fine. Her eyes I don't think they're messed up, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. It looks okay. It looks alright. So let's get rid of this Warpaint. I'm really not a big Warpaint person. Just not. Okay, so that makes her look a little different, I know. Kind of changes her up a little bit. Her nose, I'm going to say her nose is alright. I'm not going to mess with that at this time. I'm not going to mess with that. The cheek color, I don't want any nose color. Nose color, forehead color, things like that tend to look weird. It looks like she has no eyebrows. She might need eyebrows. We'll see. Maybe we'll give her... Do we want to give her a touch of cheek color? Can you tell a difference? I'm not even sure it's worth trying. Skin tone, what? Yeah, I kind of miss having the skin colors. I know it can interfere with other things, but it would be nice to have just, you know, a little blue-green option that was not like too super bright or something. Anyway, this is a wood elf though, so she doesn't get that. I'm trying to find something that just looks weird. Maybe just a little golden color like that will be fine. We'll try that. Alright, so, I still can't tell the difference. Oh, that's because it's lower. I'm in the wrong place. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's just a very slight. We'll take that. That'll be fine. Alright, so eye shape. I think I prefer the bigger eyes, not the messed up eyes. She still has, okay, they still have some messed up eyes, okay? Anything that's really close to human appears to be messed up. But I think I preferred those anyway. Yeah, okay, so we're going to ride that out, okay? Eye color, I don't know. Whew, that's startling blue, isn't it? Okay, everybody can't have vampire eyes. Come on, give me a break. Oh, the purple eyes are cool. Maybe we'll go with the purple eyes. We have a thing about purple. Okay, well this is not something I expected. The eyebrows are either very weird or just non-existent. Maybe you see that? I would say non-existent is probably what it is. Okay, so we're just not going to do the eyebrows. So I don't know if that's what's causing that. Aesthetic elves didn't cause that in the past. So, not sure about that. So something weird with the eyebrows just on the elves. I usually don't use eyebrows on the elves, or at least I don't a lot of times, so it's not a big deal. That mouth is okay. Is Aesthetic Elves actually working? Do you think this is actually different? I'm going to save her and we're going to see. She says yes. I say, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure that Aesthetic Elves is working. Doesn't matter. We're going to finish this. I'm sorry. This is going to take a minute, but I'm going to finish this. Oh, wait. Do they have... I could do that. But I'm not going to. Okay, fine. Be that way. Let's see. Let's just give her something. Alright, we'll go with that for the moment. Let's give her some... What should her hair color be? Yes, I could stand to have some different hair colors too. I mean, on the one hand, I don't want 200 hair colors, but, you know, a good, you know, what's the, you know, a good 24, maybe like some of the better boxes of crayons, you know, something that gives you more variety. I tell ya. So I'm really having a hard time deciding. Maybe I'll just leave her with blondish hair, but in that case, I really don't like that haircut. No. Oh, maybe that. Kind of like what Siri has. That'll be okay. We'll go with that. That's alright. Alright. So, anyway, I've drug this out because I wanted to make her... I just don't think Aesthetic Elves is working. I'm going to do a save. I'm going to take a screenshot of her. Actually, let's take a screenshot of her now. Okay, we've taken a screenshot of her. I'm going to save. No, we're not going to call her Verico. Hey, that's better than Prisoner. I'm all for it. I'm just... Hey, well, actually, Virginia is okay. It's funny, but Virginia is okay. We'll call her Virginia. That'll be very strange for an elf to be called Virginia, right? Alright. So, just as an example, well, let's go to the cheat room. Hold on, because I can do a little better in the cheat room. Yes.
And choose where your new life shall begin.
You know what? Just for
so be it.
Just to do something different.
Enjoy your new home wherever it may be.
Let's just surprise ourselves. We can still go to the cheat room once we're out of here. You just can't go to the cheat room from alternate start. I don't know where this is going to put me. What? Oh, I think it's building one of the houses. Okay, that's alright. You know, one of the 3 Hearthfire homes. Yeah, see, it just built one of these houses. That's fine. Oh, take that awful hat off. My goodness, girl. Just let that go. There, that's okay. She can wear that. Alright, so as I said, one thing we can do, we'll just do her a save here. One thing we can do, because I wanted to see if this worked with Aesthetic Elves, and I know this is just an additional test, but it's just something to see. I'm being such a doofus. Okay, here we go. Let's pop up to the cheat room. Alright. I don't know, she looks wild. I'm not sure if that shows Aesthetic Elves or not. Okay, so I'm going to pull her up close to the wall here and we're going to get a picture. Alright. We're going to leave her standing right here so we can compare it to that picture. Alright. I think... Do I think Aesthetic Elves is working? Wow, I just don't know. My first thought is to say it is, but let's hop out and turn it off and come back in and see. Yes, I'm going to do that without a reset and see if we can tell a difference. The reason being that the aesthetic elves is supposed to be more of a mesh, more of a shape, so it should be okay. We should be able to tell that it's turned off. By the way, I had turned back on all my mods, and was using, was going to go back to my normal thing and do some other stuff, but then I remembered I wanted to check this. So we're going to leave R246 on. We're going to turn aesthetic elves off. If we don't see any difference, then I may do a reset and come back just to prove that we don't see any difference. That may sound annoying, but if I see an obvious difference, then I won't have to worry about it. It's going to fuss at us and say, oh, aesthetic elves. Yes, we know. I usually don't have a problem with the shapes of things showing and being changed. Oh, look at that. I don't see any difference. I think you can see this, what I'm going to look at. Yeah, because this is, I'm showing my... Here we go. Okay, so no, I don't see any difference. That's basically the same way she's looking in the game right now. See? So that makes me think, I have to think about this for a minute. Okay, let me do a reset and see if that makes a difference then. Alright. I will be back in a minute. I'm going to pop out and see if this makes a difference. So, coming back after the reset, I'm wondering if perhaps R246 was overriding the aesthetic elves regardless. So maybe I can't use aesthetic elves. If that's the case, you know, that's life. Okay, so she looks the same even after a reset. So, I'm gonna do one more thing. Pardon me for just a minute. We're gonna pop around. We're gonna turn R246 off. We're gonna come back and look at this elf girl, and then we're gonna turn just aesthetic elves on and come back and look at this elf girl, Virginia, who I named Virginia for whatever reason. That was just a spur of the moment thing. Alright, so let's turn R246 off. So it will be off and aesthetic elves will be off. I'll just scroll down and show you. This way we know that I'm doing what I think I'm doing and not doing something else. Right, okay, so they're both off. Okay, that's fine. Now, I did have this green girl preset, which I have turned off. I've not turned it back on. Not going to turn it back on right now. Maybe when I get all this situated, I'll decide what I'm going to do. But for right now, no presets will be turned on. Let's see what we get now. This is just to get an idea of what we can do, what we have. You know, what should I bother keeping aesthetic elves? Should I just let it go? In the past, I did not use it because, well, honestly, I just didn't use it. And then when I brought it in and thought I was using it, I don't remember. I'm kind of without R246's mod, okay, this is a weird thing. The game thinks her body is a male body. Is that not something? So, this is a warning to you. If you turn because R246's mod flipped the default to be a female. So I'm not sure if that would have other effects in your game, but that's something to be aware of, that that the game is kind of confused now and thinks her body is a guy's body. That's just too funny. Alright, so alright. I can accept that that is the way it is, okay? This is not how would I say this? This is not truly any kind of issue. It is just I have turned off that mod, and so that has caused this issue. It's not truly an unknown or a other issue. It's just that I turned that mod off. Okay. So, but her face is still the same. Which is weird. Let's go try something. Should we leave the, I don't know, let's try this. I just want to see what happens. Oh, now it's trying to overlay a guy's face. Is that not funny? Yep, now it wants to overlay a guy's face. Because it thinks it's a guy, because that's the default without R246's mod. Alright, hold on a second. Let's go do something different. Let's do the race menu. Let's flip it back to female. Maybe that'll help straighten this out. It's probably going to go back to a default female. Yeah, well. You know what? Let's not do this. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just really wanted to see if Aesthetic Elves was going to play nice with this mod. I can't tell yet. Does that look any different, though? That looks like a vanilla. Let me go back and do this differently. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Sometimes I get hung up on looking at something a certain way, and I really just need to change the way I'm looking at it. So give me just a second. Alright, so let's load up. Actually, let's leave Virginia alone. How's that sound? Yeah, let's get out of this girl. Yeah, I think I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. I think an easy way to see this is to go and turn just Aesthetic Elves on and go make a new Wood Elf and see if I can see the difference. I think I will if I do this correctly and quit trying to do it in a different way. Alright. Okay. Let's just go in and let's see what happens if we kind of make a new Wood Elf. I'm not going to be too particular, but I'm going to try to be close to Virginia. And, I think R246 may be preventing Aesthetic Elves from working. I'm going to say that, and that's okay. It's just something I would want to know ahead of time. I don't mind if it does. Okay, so that's correct. Aesthetic Elves does not work with R246, the concept XBR. And, whoa. Yeah, you can tell a difference already. I don't really have to go any farther. Okay, that's fine. That just means Aesthetic Elves will not work with the concept XBR, and I'm okay with that. As long as I know that ahead of time, I'm good with that. I don't know if you can tell it. I can tell the difference immediately. Just look at the shape of this face, okay? The chin is shortened and her face is more round, okay? Ignore the Warpaint and stuff. That stuff doesn't matter. Come on. Okay, I am freaking my game out by doing all this. So if I crash, that's why. Anyway, now, notice that. See, her face is more human-ish. I'm going to say human-ish. Yeah. And if you look at this, her face is longer. This is more... Okay, just stay calm. This face is longer with a more pointy chin, which is more like the regular elves. You can tell that. Okay, so that really answers our question. If you're going to use aesthetic elves, you really can't use the concept XBR right now as it stands. That doesn't bother me. As long as we all know that ahead of time, it's fine. It's not a problem. I don't know, but that if I made somebody with this and then turned on the concept, I think that would change their face back, because I've played around with things like that before. So we're just going to hop out of this. She'll remain prisoner. Alright, so I think for my purposes that really answers my question. Can we do a continue and go back to Virginia? Yeah. Let's go back to Virginia. Let's see how this... Now, ignoring the male body, okay? Just ignore that. We know that's going to happen. Let's see if her face is... Yes, and see, her face is changed. Again, ignore the male body, but see, her chin is shortened, her face is a little rounder. So, but her face was mainly made with, you know, regular vanilla game constructs, so her face is basically still okay. Alright, well, so that's interesting. I suppose you could put... Oh, now, okay, now I've got to go try this. Hold on. Bear with me. What if we flip them? Just humor me for a minute, because all the aesthetic elves does is mess with the shape of the elven faces. So what if we flip these two and leave them both on? Would they play nice together? This is a little something to try. It may not be approved of. The modders may tisk me and all that, and they may be right to do so. But because I am just a little weird, let's try it. Now, hopefully, in this case, Virginia will have the aesthetic elves head, face, shape, maybe, and but still benefit, or will still have R246's mod active, so it will still show the female body as it should. But this could... Okay, see, that's okay. Oh, but now, okay, I noticed this previously. In a previous incarnation of things, with me doing things, let me scooch her up a little bit. Do you see the two black dots above her lips? That is, how do I say this? That is some sort of artifact caused by the way something is happening with her face. I used to get this anyway, and it was, I think it was always on this wood elf face, I think. Anyway, it's kind of odd that that's back. So I'm going to say, due to that, now there may not be any other problem, and you might be able to use any other face and it would be fine, but I'm going to say due to that, I'm probably not going to try to use these two combined, because of that issue. That always bugged me in the past. It could be that it happens with the dark elves too, but it's been a while. But yeah, that's something's wrong with the face shape that causes that, and the texture tries to lay over it, but it leaves a little gap. Okay, so I used to get that problem before. And I wasn't really sure why I got it. But now I'm thinking these two things, you might be able to use other elf faces and it would be okay. But I think these two mods are going to have a hard time playing together. So I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to do? I think for the moment, at least, I'm going to just turn that off. I'm just not going to use that. That's kind of like the green girl preset. I'm not going to use that right now. And we're going to go back in, and Virginia will probably be fine. Her face will be a little long. It'll be an elven face, but I think she'll be fine now. Yes, the aesthetic elves is gone. Don't worry about it. If you put aesthetic elves above R246's mod, then it doesn't work at all. And if you put it below, I think they both try to make their changes, but it creates an issue. And see, now you have no issue. There's no little dots above her mouth. There's no little breaks. So, but this is more of the vanilla elven head shape. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just something to be aware of. So now I don't know about the eyebrows. We did notice there was an issue with the elven eyebrows. I don't know if that would be true for all elves or just for Virginia in her case. Because we tried the wood elves and we did the brows. I know. I said I was. Oh, now they're back. No, they're not back. Well, some of the brows are back. Well, you know, earlier the brows were not working. But they seem to be fine now. Let's give her some hair color so you can see the brows better. Sorry, I've got that really light. Let's give her... Okay, there you go. Now, when I do this, you'll be able to see it better. See, she's got those brows, but then she's also got all these other brows, which is normal. Okay, in the character creator a little bit ago, this was not working. Why? What did I have turned on? Was it because I was playing around with the aesthetic elves? I bet it was. I bet the aesthetic elves and this are just really opposed to each other, and having them both on caused a problem. So, alright, so the brow issue appears to have been related to both of those. Let's go up to High Elf. Yep, she has all her brows. Oh, let me change that hair color. It might be hard for you to see. There, we'll make it dark so you can see her brows better. But see, she's got all her brows back the way she should. So I think that just has to do with the aesthetic elves. I'm not sure where this extra eyebrow at the end is coming from. I must have a mod that is giving us extra eyebrows. Those might be coming from that follower mod, Siri, because I think we also get her hair. And I did not, oops, hold on a second. I did not check. I think I turned her back on. Oh, I'm actually getting, okay, we're actually getting two. We're getting Siri's, and the other, who's the other girl? It's another Justin White Designs follower. Anyway, we're getting her hair too, which is cool, actually. I like that hair. So we're also getting one of them's eyebrows, if not both. Nonetheless, hey, that's a cool hairdo. It actually kind of looks good for her, doesn't it? Ha! That's funny. Nonetheless, so she's got her eyebrows back. So that was all. Aesthetic Elves and R246's mod are just not going to work good together. So I need to just, I'll just have to use one or the other. can't use them both. So I'll probably let Aesthetic Elves go. I went a long time without ever using it, so I've only used it for a short time, and I hardly ever make elves, so probably not needed. As you notice here, she actually looks good. She really just needs a good hairstyle, I guess. Let's see. Who's the other Dark Elves? Okay. Okay, I know she has an eye problem, and that goes back to our eye issues that we talked about before. I don't think there's anything, until R246 gets a chance to fix that, I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Those hairdos do not suit her, do they? Good enough. Alright. Now, we'll go to her brow. And, well, you can see she has all her brows. You see that. Plus the extra one at the end. But she has all her eyebrows. So, alright. So, the whole eyebrow issue, I apologize, was due to mixing the two mods together. I'm almost positive at this point. So, alright, Virginia, we'll put you back. I'm sorry, we've just totally messed you up, but we'll put you back the way you were. That's terrible. And I have too many Veras out here now, and I have Daisy, and oh my goodness, I keep creating people because I'm messing around. Alright, but I think we're done here. I think our main takeaways is that there is an eye issue with human eyes in the R246 mod, and that's okay. That's just a problem we have right now. Let me get this loaded up here. We shouldn't use it with Aesthetic Elves. I already know you can't use the Green Girl preset with it and get the correct results. Part of the reason I had trouble with that in the past. What was this girl's name? Oh, Tori. So we're getting Tori's hairdo as well. These two, they add their hairdos to the character creator, which is nice, but I think we're getting somebody's eyebrow too, and I don't know why we're getting their eyebrow, but that's okay. Anyway, we already know this doesn't work well with R246s because R246s has an effect on the eyes anyway. So I'll probably drop that one. And then the Aesthetic Elves doesn't work well with it because it wants to change the head mesh, I guess is the right way to say that. Regardless the shape of the head. So I may end up dropping that as well. And the only real issue I see with this mod is that it has that eye issue. It's the only real issue I see with it. Now, as far as anything that you could add to it, it would be nice if the other races could use those hair colors that the Nords get. And let's see, what else? What else did I say? Oh, and it would be nice to have a few extra skin colors. That's just me. That's all. You know, because sometimes I like to make a blue elf, or a purple person, or a green person. If you've seen my videos, you've seen me do it. It's idiotic in a way, but it's just kind of fun. So that's just me. I'm just telling you. Anyway, that's it. Alright. So that is our testing. I don't think there's anything else for me to test. I hope this is useful, and if it's too much for anybody to sit and watch, then I really apologize, but this is just the way my mind works. I get kind of crazy and off into all these different things. So anyway, finally, I don't think there's anything else. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.